These are my daughter's shoes. They're already super cute. I wish they had them in my size. But I'm going to transform them into these really pretty blingy pink Jordan 1s. If you want to see how I did it, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube, so today in this video, I am going to be adding some rhinestones. These pink 5mm jelly AB rhinestones. They have like a transparent feel to them. And they're super cute, but I'm going to use a wax pickup tool, E6000 glue, to adhere them to the shoes. And I'm going to begin by just taking the shoestrings out first. As far as the shoestrings, they're a super cute pink color, so I'm going to still use these same shoestrings. I'm going to take some 70% Dollar Tree alcohol, wipe off the areas that I'm going to be adding rhinestones. I'm not going to do the whole shoe, just the toe area, the checks, and like another pink little area. You'll see it. So what you want to do is take a small amount of E6000 glue. Now I know a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with this glue. For one, it's very toxic. The smell is horrible, but you just have to make sure that you have it well ventilated, have a window open, a fan going or something. But this glue, when it comes to shoes, is like one of the main glues that I trust, and one of the only ones I use when it comes to being on an actual shoe or on leather. It gets the job done. Now there are other glues I use for like glass and plastics, but when it comes to shoes, E6000 is very reliable. I know a lot of you say how it oozes out, which it does, but what I like to do, because sometimes I don't feel like dealing with syringes and smaller bottles because they end up drying out sometimes, I put on what I need to put on and I hurry up and put that top back on, because if you're moving too slow, that E6000 will ooze everywhere and make a big mess. So to avoid that, squeeze on what you need to squeeze on gently, because it just oozes and oozes, and just close it back up quickly. This is very self-explanatory. I'm just adding the glue, putting the rhinestones on, but make sure you're a little firm. And don't use too much glue because it'll get really messy. But make sure you kind of go over your rhinestones and give them a little press, because you don't want the rhinestone just floating on top of the glue, because I've done that before. Just go back over it, give it a gentle press. If you get a little bit of wax on your rhinestones, once everything is cured by the next day, or at least 12 to 16 hours or whatever, in front of a fan that does speed up the drying process, just take you a paper towel, a cloth, paper towel, whatever, and alcohol, and just gently wipe over your rhinestones if you feel like there is some wax from your wax pickup tool, and that'll alleviate that problem. So I like to go in like I want to say like a smile. That's how I do it on the toe. I've seen people do it from side to side, or you could just do a straight scatter. It's up to you. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I feel like when it comes to crafting, there's no right or wrong way, but there's easier, simpler, or harder ways that you can do things. But I don't think any of it is wrong, because it's what makes you comfortable. So I'm almost done with this. I don't feel like this took a long time. If you really just sit here and get it knocked out, you could probably do both shoes in 1 hour. But just do it according to what makes you feel comfortable and what you have time for. Take breaks in between if you need to. It's up to you. Now I'm just starting on the check area, and I just kind of did 2 rows along that check. I just wanted to make sure everything could fit properly. And then when I got to a certain point, I just kind of went like in a straight line across. But again, just do what makes you feel comfortable. Again, I did use 5mm rhinestones. That's my favorite. I feel like 5mm is not too big and it's not too small. It's decent to work with. I think it's a great common size to start with. As you can see, I'm working on the second shoe, just going around adding on my glue. If you want to add a lot more glue, that's up to you. That's good. But remember, I like to have a fan going. Like I have like a ceiling fan over this area where I'm working. And if I put too much glue, it'll start to dry out or get rubbery. Even though I try not to move too slow, I don't want my glue to start getting rubbery. So I don't mind to keep opening up the glue and just adding little bit by bit as I need to. And this toe area is so cute. Another thing I thought about, you know, with Jordans or like Air Force Ones or just certain shoes, the toe could get really bent pretty quickly. Now, my daughter isn't too rough on her shoes, and we like to make sure she keeps them clean and presentable. But another thing that I noticed, and she noticed too, she was like, well, with the rhinestones being on the toe area, it seems very firm and sturdy. And she was like, it's pretty much impossible for me to bend the toe area. So you don't have to worry about it getting like super bent up right there, because the rhinestones keep that area pretty firm and it just keeps it straight and flat. So I think that's a really good thing. Okay, so this is the other little area I was telling you about that I decided to add rhinestones to. It just made sense. It's just a small little area. Probably didn't take any more than 12 to 20 rhinestones. And, you know, little details like that kind of, it just matters. You didn't have to, but I did. I thought it was nice. Okay guys, here is the final finished results of these Nike Air Jordan 1s. I believe these are a size 6.5. For my daughter, she is in the 5th grade. And these shoes are just so her. They're also so me. Like, I will wear these myself too. I didn't see them in my size, but these came from Nike.com. And I want to say they were about $90. They may have been on sale. They may have been like 110, but they may have been on sale for like 90 if I'm not mistaken, which I think is a pretty decent price. This is a very, very light gray. I'm not sure what that pink is called, but it's like a very nice hot neon pink. It's so pretty. I absolutely love this. I love how they did the shoestring so bright. I'm glad they didn't go with a gray or white shoestring. This pink shoestring is literally everything. I like how the bottoms aren't just all white. I like how at the very bottom that it's pink. Like, they really did their thing when they did these shoes. And then it didn't take long. Like, of course, yes, I can bling out the whole entire shoe. I haven't blinged out a whole entire shoe in a long time. That's just not my thing. I love bling, I love rhinestones, I love to do my DIYs, but I don't really care to do long-winded projects that take days and weeks. Like, oh my gosh, I actually have one coming up. A good friend of mine, birthday is next month. She gave me her shoes. I'm gonna start working on them really soon. She wants the whole shoe blinged out, y'all. And I don't do that for everybody, so she should really consider herself special. But yeah, you know, if it is a bigger DIY like that and it takes a long time, you just really got to pace your time out. I get frustrated, not frustrated, but I get a little impatient. People are like, oh, you do those rhinestones, you got so much patience. Do I? Sometimes, I guess, to a certain extent. It's all about what you like to do. I think this is therapeutic, it's fun and all, but I just don't like to spend too much time on one project. Plus, I be trying to get my content out. I got to get it edited. I just want to keep moving to the next thing. But I just really like these shoes. Oh, they're just so adorable. But thanks, you guys, for watching this video. I really hope that you did find it helpful. And if you were deciding to add some rhinestones into your shoe, maybe you don't want to do the whole shoe. Maybe you want to do just pieces of it. Hopefully, this gives you a little bit of guidance on that. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe if you want to, and thanks again for watching, you guys. Bye-bye. Hey guys, check out my website, myroyalradiance.com, and there's always a coupon code available with a special discount, Royal Beauty 10 off. Use it today. We have some updated styles of luxury inspired faux leather fabric. And when you buy 3 sheets of fabric, you'll get the 4th one free of charge. We also have these beautiful iron-on patches available and these beautiful planner charms that are so versatile. You can use these to decorate your cell phone cases, compact mirrors, or you can turn these into brooches or croc charms. More beautiful sparkly gold iron-on patches for your Crocs or denim jackets, and the latest item we have are the brooches for the slouch socks. We also have luxury inspired Crocs charms. Iron-on transfers are also available. Check out our website, see our tactical defense, where we do have in-waistband gun holsters, belly bands, magnetic holsters, and a lot more. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Life is a Whole Vibe. Bye-bye.